Hello boys and girls. Today you're going to learn how to round 137 off to the nearest tens. Okay, so we have two contestants, Soldier, bang bang bang, and Rex. Rawr! Soldier says the answer is 100, bang bang bang, and Rex says the answer is 200. Rawr! I wonder who is correct. Alright. Now, so let's see. Do you want to round it off to the nearest tens? First of all, you need to understand what does nearest tens means. What does nearest tens mean? Okay, so we have 10, 20. So let's just count from 10 to, count in tens from 10 to 100. So you have 10, okay, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. It's not 20 again, by the way. So, how many tens is 0? Well, 0 times 10 equals to 0, so it is 0 tens. Now, how about 10? 1 times 10 equals to 10, so this is 1 10, or 1 tenths. So if I have a number this of tens, this would make up 1 tenth. Now if I've numbered this, 20 is made up of 2 tenths, so it is 2 tenths. 30 is made up of 10, 10, 10, so it is made up of 3 tenths. 40 is made up of, guess, 4 tenths. 50 is made up of 5 tenths. 60, 6 tenths. 70, 7 tenths. 80, 8 tenths. 90, 9 tenths. And 100 is made up of 10 tenths. Now, if I were to round off, let's say, 52 to the nearest tens. "52" would come between 50 and 60. So I want to find out whether it's nearest to 5 tenths, which is 50, or nearer to 6 tenths, which is 60. So I look in between the 2 tenths, which is 5 tenths and 6 tenths. Okay, which is 50 and 60. And I look at the numbers in between. And 55 is here. So 52 is over here. So obviously 52 is nearer to 50, which is 5 tenths. So 52 rounded to the nearest tens is 5 tenths. Okay, nearest tens is 5 tenths, which is 50. Now let's go beyond 100 in order to round 137 off to the nearest tens. So what comes after 100? What tens comes after 100? So we're counting in tens, 110. So this is 10 tenths, the next would be 11 tenths. And the next would be 120, which is 12 tenths. Next would be 130, which is 13 tenths. Okay, so I don't know if you see a pattern here. Between 130, 13 tenths, 120, 12 tenths. Okay, 140, which is 14 tenths, and 150, which is 15 tenths. Let's do all the way to 200, since Rex guessed that it's 200. Okay, so 160 is 16 tenths. 170 is 17 tenths. 180 is 18 tenths. 190 is 19 tenths. And 200 is 20 tenths. So let's look at 137. It is in between 130 and 140. So it is around here, in between these two. He said if I round it off, okay, Soldier said that if I round it off, I would get 10 tens. And Rex over here said if I round it off, the nearest 10 would be 20 tens, which is 200. Okay, so, but let's look. Do we have tens which is even nearer to 137 compared to 10 tens and 20 tens, which is 100 and 200? Of course. We can see that 13 tens and 14 tens are way nearer to 137 compared to 10 tens and 20 tens. Therefore, if I were to round it off to the nearest tens, it's either 13 tens or 14 tens because it's in between these two, it's in between 130 and 140. And if I were to look between this 130 and 140, which is 13 tens and 14 tens, right in between them is 135. 137 would fall around here, so it's nearer to 140, which is 14 tens. So if I were to round 137 off to the nearest tens, the nearest tens is 14 tens, which is 140.